Hi YouTube, how's everybody going? I hope you're all really well, healthy and happy. It's a bit bright again, so I apologise for my sunglasses. Today is Friday the 11th of May 2018. My name's Jan Silver and I've been video logging my journey to and beyond the gastric bypass, which I had 14 months ago. It's been a crazy year. If you've been watching me this far, well done, putting up with me just talking crap most days. My videos are getting, I started to do this on a daily basis, but life's got busy as much as I'd like to check in most days. Even now, I'm clock watching. I apologise about the noise from the neighbours. They've got some building work going on. Anyway, firstly, let me tell you, I'm 14 months out. I will give you my stats today because I got on the scales this morning and I'm the lowest I've probably ever been in my adult life. You know how it goes. My start weight, I was 18 stone 12 and a half pounds. I currently today am sitting at 12 stone 2.9, meaning I've lost 6.9 and a half pounds, 6 stone 9.5 pounds. In pounds, that was, my start weight was 264 pounds. I'm currently sitting at 170.9. I've lost 93.7 pounds. In kilos, I was 120 at my highest. I'm now 77.5, and that means I've lost a grand total of 42.5 kilos. Now, I am super happy with that. I haven't had the greatest week. I haven't exercised. My alcohol intake's been a little bit more than normal due to certain things, but my weight is still shifting, but albeit slowly, since Christmas, as you know, guys. So I'm down to 77, 3 kilos, 246. So really since Christmas I've lost about half a stone, and I think we get so caught up in this weight loss surgery community, with especially people that have just had their surgery, losing weight constantly and a few pounds every single week, that I think it's quite hard when your weight starts to plateau or your weight loss slows down, because essentially that's what we've all had surgery for, to see the weight loss. And everybody's different into whether they've got a goal, whether they're happy where they are. And if you've been following me a while, you'll know I try to be grateful for what I've got. I try to be happy with where I am in my journey, and for the most part I really have been. Even when I thought that that's it, I was going to stay around 80 kg, I decided to tell myself, you know what, it's not 120 kg, you know, this is still over 6 stone loss for me, and I feel fantastic. And I think if you go with that and you realise how you're feeling from the inside out, how confident I feel, I actually feel just really nice. And the support I've got around me, as I keep droning on about, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I met another girl from the community last night, Liz, who is Lizzie B RMY. Totally lovely to meet her and her new fella Andy. We had a meal together in Reading and it was really funny. Again, I've just spent the weekend with Claire and Dawn, as you all know as well, but to see Liz and have dinner with her, Liz and I ate exactly the same. Well, I say exactly the same, we ordered the same. Yeah, we'll have 2 medallions of steak with a salad. You know, we had some olives and flatbread to begin with, but Liz and I really just picked at it. But it's always really interesting to make sure that you don't compare with people, but to have like-minded people around you so you can have that conversation. Do you do this when I do this? Does this happen to you? You know, and it was truly interesting and inspiring, as always, when I meet girls or people from within the community, because yeah, it's good to find out how everybody else copes at certain situations at certain times. So, you know, I'm super happy today with my weight loss. Slow as it is, it means that my bypass is still working. It means that I haven't quite stopped yet. One of my really good friends has had a couple of weeks of gaining, and I know that's been really tough for her, and I didn't really want to shout about my weight loss, even though my weight loss has been so minimal. It's been barely worth shouting about. But the fact, like I said to you, I don't sort of, if I was to have a regain, a big one, and it wasn't just a natural fluctuation, I've always said, and I will maintain this, I promise this from my heart, if I have a big gain and I feel like maybe that's the way I'm going now, I need to relook at my life choices and make a decision on whether I change that. Do I want the scales to still move, or am I happy where I am? So Yeah, it was just a little bit hard for me this morning because I didn't want to, you know, overshadow somebody that's upset about their weight loss or, yeah, anyway. Hopefully everybody can feel positive about their journey and the skin that they're in, and see how wonderfully far everybody's come. Seeing Liz last night, you know, she's lost a phenomenal amount of weight, and I'm really proud of her. She's a super inspiration and motivation to many of us, as is my girls Dawn and Claire as well. So yeah, I'm feeling really happy today. I've got my chiropractor appointment this morning. I went yesterday, by the way. Oh, I was going to talk to you as well. That was something else. So I got hooked up on the weight thing then. Right. I went to the hospital and had my barium swallow, and I haven't told you about that. So it was good news in the sense that, firstly, I only had to swallow about 5 or 6 mouthfuls of a very chalky, thick substance, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't taste bitter, or I think if I'd had to keep it in my mouth much longer, I probably would have vomited, but it wasn't as bad. I think the thought of doing this is always worse than the actual doing it. So that was fine. And the guy basically x-rays you as you're swallowing. So he would say, hold it in your mouth, swallow now, and he would move me around on this board so that the x-ray machine was showing all parts of my digestive tract. And then afterwards he called me around to show me what he'd seen, and he said that I don't have, and it was really interesting because he showed me a video of me swallowing and it going down and spreading out into all different parts. And he said, you don't have any leaks or kinks or anything. He said, I can tell you exactly your gastric bypass is working how it should be. Your stomach should be here. It was so fascinating to see my insides and go, oh yeah, there's no stomach there now. And how the fluid just went straight down into my small bowel. And he said, but what you do have is something called dysmotility of the esophagus. So where your esophagus is here effectively, it's quite early, high up in your, you know, down from your throat. And he said basically people's esophagus normally, when you swallow or drink or eat, squeezes down like this, like like you would a toothpaste. You squeeze it and it squeezes into your thing. What he can see on mine's was the muscles were contracting, so it had a wiggly line rather than being a nice smooth like this. It had this wiggly line, and it's called what did I just say? Esophagus dysmotility. Now I just went, oh, is that okay then? He said, yep, we sometimes see this after bariatric surgery, and he was about to write to Dr. Ramus, the surgeon, and let him know that I've got this. Now, I've come home and had a little look online about it, and it kind of, as is everything, it's a bloody minefield out there, isn't it? You suddenly start researching dysmotility and you're like, oh, but I haven't got this and I haven't got that. So I think the fact that I've got this, I'm quite fortunate not to have other symptoms, because it can be a cause, I think, of GERD, which is really acid reflux. So yeah, it was just really interesting. So I've come away really happy with that the pain that I had in my side, he reckons it could be to do with that this, my dysmotility, could have been causing this pain. So who knows? I'll wait until I hear back from Dr. Ramus, and hopefully I'll have a chat with him about that. I hope that noise isn't too much, guys. And yeah, I've got a really busy day. I've got chiropractor today, and then Howie and I are going off in Aggie to Cheltenham today to see one of my good friends, Gail. And yeah, my chiropractor worked wonders yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better. Can't wait to go and see him today and hopefully get a plan in action of getting my back sorted out. So I hope everybody's really well, healthy and happy. I hope the sun shines for everybody again today. It's beautiful here in Berkshire, and I might check in again over the weekend. But take care, and thanks ever so much again and again and again for following me. I've got a load more new subscribers, so hello and welcome. Any questions at all, please pop them below. I get back to everybody in time. If you don't already, you can go onto Instagram and follow me over there, looking on the lighter side of life also. Thanks guys, take care.